Sunny 95.
Welcome to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the show that brings you man-on-the-street interviews, celebrity guests, groundbreaking research, and heartwarming stories about the reasons we smile. Our show is also known as everything you've always wanted to know about dentistry, but we're too numb to ask. Hello, I'm General Dentist Dr. Kvitko, and thank you for joining me today.
The following views and opinions do not necessarily reflect those of this station, its staff, management, or parent company. To hear a replay of this show or one of the great shows that previously aired, log on to thereasonswesmile.com or iTunes, keyword Dr. Kvitko or The Reasons We Smile. Listeners should not use Dr. Kvitko's comments and advice in place of an actual dental exam.
Brighten your life with a smile that shows the professional touch of Dr. Kvitko.
Time now for The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Call 459-9769 to discuss your dental issues. Now, here's your host, Dr. Kvitko.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Reasons We Smile. I'm Dr. Kvitko. This is episode number 486. Today's episode is entitled 6 Weird Reasons Your Teeth Hurt. Does rain make your teeth hurt? Plus 20 things that can ruin your smile. All right, so we're going to have a lot of ground to cover today, a lot to talk about. And I've been wondering myself about the rain because it's been raining. It's kind of slowing down now, but it's actually been raining a lot. So anyway, all right, now before we get started, if you would like to follow me on Twitter, it's at Dr. Kvitko. And if you would please go to my office Facebook page and like us, that would be awesome. Also, all episodes of The Reasons We Smile are available with video at thereasonswesmile.com. So if you've missed a show, some show you want to listen to again or watch again, you can go there, thereasonswesmile.com. I also want to remind people that we have our upcoming Dentistry from the Heart event, June 9th from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. Free dentistry for anyone who comes, free fillings, free cleanings, free extractions. And we do need some more dentists, hygienists, and dental assistants. So if you would like to volunteer, please call my office at 614-262-9588. All right? And if you're a non-dental person, just regular folk, well, we'd like to have you too. Come on out and help us with registration, with all kinds of things that are needed to make this event a successful one. Okay. So, all right. Now, as I mentioned, we are talking about We're bringing you 6 weird reasons your teeth hurt. We're going to start with that, and including does rain make your teeth hurt? And then we'll go on to 20 things that can ruin your smile. So let's talk about the rain. Let's talk about the rain because it's been so rainy. So, and by the way, this is from a Dr. Mark Allen of Huntington, North Carolina. He gathered this information. Is the weather really making my teeth hurt? Some people say my tooth hurts every time it rains. Atoms and molecules in the air are in a constant motion, and the total pressure exerted from them creates what we call air pressure. Changes in air pressure alter the body's oxygen levels. The body attempts to regulate those levels by releasing oxygen stored in your sinus cavities to alleviate pressure on the hollow bones of your face. The problem arises from nasal passages being blocked due to sudden shifts in barometric pressure and the trapped oxygen having nowhere to escape from. This causes the pain above the eyes, nose, and jaw that is referred to as pressure headache. Sudden drops in barometric pressure which result in the swelling of the lining of your nasal passages, and the result is what's best known as sinus headache. Since the purpose of the sinus cavities is to keep the head light, the feeling of having them clogged is often described as having a heavy head. This leads to increased fatigue and may lead to migraine headaches. Tooth pain is a common effect of a persistent sinus infection. Sometimes teeth actually extend up into the sinus cavity, making them more susceptible to this type of tooth pain. It may feel like a toothache from a cavity, but will typically come on suddenly and may remain as a dull throbbing pain in the upper teeth. Orthodontic movement of the teeth can instigate this tooth pain as well, and during the stormy weather, you're going to find it worse. However, even with this simple explanation of a very common dilemma, don't ever take tooth pain lightly. You should come and see your dentist, for a definitive diagnosis of the source of the pain. So don't just assume it's a sinus headache because it's raining, because you can have abscesses even when it's raining. You can have cavities even when it's raining. But anyway, all right. So now, on to the 6 weird reasons. And by the way, as it turns out, I believe the sinus business is in that 6, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, this, by the way, was an ABC News story. Also, the original story was in health.com and was written by Rachel Swalen. Okay, so exercise is great for your body and your mind, I guess, but it could be hurting your teeth. Maybe there are studies. There was a study in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports. The researchers found that triathletes who did endurance training had a greater risk of tooth erosion, which is the loss of enamel due to acid on the teeth, compared to people who didn't exercise. And the longer they worked out each week, the more likely they were to have multiple cavities. Dentists suspect it might be have something to do with saliva or lack thereof. Saliva is more than 90% water, so if you breathe it out through your mouth. Anytime your mouth is dry, you put yourself at risk for cavities because bacteria thrive vigorously in that environment. That could be a problem if you often do long, intense sweat sessions where you breathe heavily and don't hydrate enough or don't replenish fluids lost afterwards. But even if you don't work out like crazy, there could be other surprising problems plaguing your mouth. And here are the other 5, okay? So that was number 1 of 6. Number 2 is you have a sinus flare-up, which is what we talked about that Dr. Allen was describing, where it talks about how, if you have a bad cold around hay fever season, it could be related to your sinuses. The sinus flora sits right on top of the roof of your mouth. If the sinuses are full, people usually come in with pain in their upper teeth behind the eye. Another common way to tell that the pain isn't limited to just one tooth. So if you come in and you're telling me, my teeth hurt on that side, I'm going to be guessing that you probably have a sinus infection or some kind of a sinus issue, maybe just inflammation. So the best bet in that instance is to clear up the sinus infection. And so what I typically do is I will give assuming I've checked the teeth out and I don't see any tooth abscesses, I'll give people an antibiotic and say, let's see if this is a sinus infection. If it goes away, if your tooth pain goes away, then it must have been a sinus infection. All right, your gums are receding. Some people with sensitive teeth have gum recession that has caused the enamel at the gum line to wear away. It's like it doesn't have a coat, so it's exposed to all of the elements. Or like pulling your socks down on your ankles. You know how it gets cold at first if you've had warm socks on? The pain doesn't linger, but will pop up every time the tooth hits hot or cold foods, even a fork or a spoon. Most dentists recommend brushing with a sensitive toothpaste like Sensodyne, but you need to use it exclusively. Toothpastes can help strengthen enamel over time, but you'll disrupt the process if you stop using it. So take it with you when you travel. All right. The other weird reason your teeth hurt is you could have an abscess. So, and I'm talking about a gum abscess here. That kernel of popcorn that got stuck in your teeth at the movies could come back to haunt you. An abscess is a tooth infection in the pocket filled with food or debris. Okay, now that's one kind of abscess. Proper flossing can help keep abscesses at bay, but not everyone does it regularly. Sometimes patients come in with bits of food that have been sitting there between their teeth for quite a while. That could lead to serious inflammation with swelling, pus, and pain that lasts hours. The sooner you get one treated, the better, as an untreated abscess can lead to gum disease. And, of course, here's a friendly reminder. Make sure you floss. We've talked about that. Okay, the next one, you grind your teeth at night. Most nighttime grinders don't even realize they're doing it. On my form at my office, when we're talking about that, we ask people, has your bed partner said anything about your grinding your teeth? Because if you're asleep, you don't know you're doing it. So people who grind their teeth, they suddenly bite down and they get a lightning bolt of pain. Teeth grinding is also associated with symptoms like headaches, pain in the facial muscles, and a stiff jaw, and that's according to the National Institutes of Health. It can even lead to broken teeth. While some patients may be instructed to wear night guards, those aren't always effective because people can wake up next to it. So they wake up in the morning and it's on the floor or it's in their bed because they take it out and don't even realize it. In that case, Botox might be a good option. It can stop the muscle that moves your jaw from generating the same amount of force, and many dentists are trained to administer Botox, which should be given every 3 to 4 months. I've had a lot of people ask me if I do Botox, and I've thought about it, that maybe I should. I do just about everything else. You know what? I probably need to get on that. Okay, another reason that your teeth could hurt would be your filling fell out. Now, remember, fillings don't just fall out. There has to be a reason. You have to either have chipped some of the tooth away by biting on something too hard, and then there's nothing holding the filling, or you have to have a cavity first, which softens the area of the tooth that actually holds the filling in. But Some patients may not even feel that something's missing until they bite down. So food can get pushed into the area as you chew. The space can start packing food where the filling left a void and cause pressure. And the area could also be sensitive to temperature until it's fixed. So be sure you get in to see me right away, and we can get it all patched up, because it's amazing how much food can get crammed down in there. And, you know, if you're missing a whole cusp of your tooth, now instead of having something that is pointy and is going to kind of deflect the food, you have a little flat spot where the food just lands and it sits there. So that was the 6 weird reasons that your teeth can hurt. Okay? And let me look here at the clock. I think I think it's probably time. So we're going to do Dr. Kvitko's question of the day soon. Let me just make sure I've given you the answer so that... okay, let's see here. What did I say? Oh, yeah. Okay. So, but before we... Oh, by the way, if you want to pre-program into your phone, the phone number, it's 614-459-9769. That's 614-459-9769. And so, but before we do the question, we'd like you to listen to this.
This station will not be held liable for any contesting during The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko. Participation in the contest allows Dr. Kvitko to record and broadcast your name and call. 1 winner per household. Prizes are non-transferable, cannot be substituted, and are subject to taxes and fees. This station cannot be responsible for the inability to enter the contest, whether due to equipment malfunction or telephone difficulties. All decisions of Dr. Kvitko concerning this contest or eligibility are final.
And now it's time for Dr. Kvitko's question of the day.
All right, and you're going to have a chance to win free flowers from DeSantis Florist. They'll be delivered to your place of business this Tuesday afternoon. And the question of the day is a true or false question. True or false? Rainy weather can make your teeth hurt. All right? The winner's going to receive those flowers. The number to call is 614-459-9769. That's 614-459-9769. So go ahead and call now.
You won't believe it though. I wanna hear your mind, and there's nothing else in the world tonight. She said, people don't take the time. Hey, people don't take the time.
Hi, I'm Keith Carlos, winner of America's Next Top Model and star of Chocolate City 2. Look for my smile on the big screen this summer, courtesy of Dr. Kvitko. Stay tuned to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, the world's most interesting dentist.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, general dentist and host of The Reasons We Smile radio and roadshow. Did you know that you no longer need to visit several different dental professionals to get more complete dental care? We handle everything from cleanings and orthodontics to restoration, implants, and smile makeovers, all in my office. And now we have 2 locations. Get the most advanced technology and procedures available today. It's more complete dentistry.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
Dr. Kvitko, let's go! Hi, I'm Johanna, and I've been a dental patient at Dr. Kvitko and Associates for over 10 years. I would really recommend Dr. Kvitko for your family's dental care. They're friendly. They're always there to help me. I feel like family when I walk in the door. It's clean, it's comfortable. Even if I have to bring my kids, they have a great playroom for them. I know when I'm with Dr. Kvitko, they are taking that extra time to make sure that I'm going to be the healthiest I can be. They've been great. I love them.
Call Dr. Kvitko and Associates today, 614-262-9588.
Hi, this is Richard Simmons. Dr. Kvitko's here, and he's going to help you with all of your problems. Are your teeth yellow? He can fix that. Are you missing a tooth? He can put a new one in. How is that?
That's very good. Thank you, Richard. All right, we're back. We're doing Dr. Kvitko's question of the day. We have 4 people on the line, and just to refresh your memory of the question was, can the weather make your teeth hurt? And so let's go with line 2, which is Sharon. Hey, Sharon, how are you today?
Yeah, great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for listening. Thank you for calling in. And what is the answer to that question?
It's true.
True. That is true, yeah. So, Sharon, what do you do for a living?
I'm an admin assistant at the SEC. The
SEC?
Department of Defense.
Oh, the Department of Defense. Okay. Well, good. Keep up the good work. Keep defending us.
Thank you.
No, I'm serious. All right. Hey, stay on the line so that we can get the information to get you those flowers from DeSantis. And Linda and Sandy and Steve, please call back again next week, all right? Awesome. Okay, so now let's go on with, and by the way, the next part of this 20 things that can ruin your smile, this one was also in health.com, but this one was written by Kristen Koch, K-O-C-H. All right, so the first one, and these aren't in any special order of importance, to be honest, but there are 20 of them. Hope I have time to get through all of them. I think I will. Sports drinks. In the last decade, sports beverages have become increasingly popular, but they aren't great for your teeth. Scientific research has found that the pH levels in many sports drinks could lead to tooth erosion due to their high concentration of acidic components, which could wear away at the tooth's enamel. Additionally, these drinks are often high in sugars that act as food for acid-producing bacteria, which then sneak into the cracks and crevices in your teeth, causing cavities and tooth decay. All right? Bottled water. You're probably wondering, how could water ruin your smile? Well, tap water often contains fluoride. About 60% of people in the United States have fluoride in their water supply. However, most bottled waters contain less fluoride than is recommended for good oral health. And by the way, it will be listed as an ingredient on the label if it is an additive. Fluoride makes the entire tooth structure more resistant to decay and promises remineralization, which aids in repairing early decay before damage is even visible. Studies have confirmed that the most effective source of fluoride is water fluoridation. All right? Diabetes. Diabetes reduces the body's resistance to infections, so you're at risk for gum disease. Brushing, flossing, and monitoring your blood sugar can help. Diabetes is directly related to periodontal disease, so seeing the dentist and having your triglycerides and cholesterol levels checked on a regular basis is also very crucial. Research has shown that diabetics can reduce the amount of insulin they need to take by maintaining good gum health. Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it? If you're a diabetic, you definitely want to keep the amount of insulin you're needing down to a manageable level. And so just keeping your teeth clean, teeth and gums, can help you do that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. Tobacco. Tobacco, or rather smoking, turns your teeth yellow, but it can also be much more damaging than that. Using any form of tobacco can harm your teeth and gums in a number of ways. It can cause throat, lung, and mouth cancer, and even death. Additionally, the tar from tobacco forms a sticky film on teeth, which harbors bacteria that promote acid production and create irritating toxins, both of which cause gum inflammation, tooth decay, and tooth loss. You might remember there's been an ad campaign was running recently, maybe in the last year, this woman who was dying of lung cancer, and they showed, it talked about how she had smoked her whole life, and it showed her putting in her dentures, basically putting her hair on, her, she was just really suffering, and, kudos to her for doing those ads before she passed away to help steer other people, young folks, away from tobacco. But, yeah, tobacco can help ruin your teeth. You just lose them. And by the way, years ago, if you see old photos of World War II soldiers, looked like they all had periodontal disease. It used to be called long in the tooth. Okay. Wine. Number 5 is wine. What the heck could wine be doing, right? Well, wine drinkers, beware. Regular wine consumption can harm tooth enamel. Wine's acidity can dissolve the tooth structure, and both red and white can increase dental staining. Still, you don't have to give up your favorite glass of vino to save your smile. Enamel erosion develops when wine drinkers swish the wine, keeping it in constant contact with the enamel. So instead, take small sips and rinse with water when you're done drinking. Okay? That's a way to have it. Number 6, pregnancy. It's especially important to take care of your teeth and gums when you're expecting, since studies show a link between untreated gum disease and preterm and low-term birth weight babies. Changes in hormone levels during pregnancy, particularly surges in estrogen and progesterone, can cause inflammation of the gums, which can lead to gingivitis, which is red, swollen, tender gums that are more likely to bleed, and put you at risk for infection. If you have morning sickness, rinse your mouth with water or rub your teeth with a paste of baking soda and water to neutralize the acid caused by vomiting, since it can lead to tooth decay. All right? So that was number 6. Pregnancy is something that can ruin your smile if you're not careful. Number 7, diet pills. Even though they may seem like a quick way to trim your waist, diet pills can also be a fast track to gum disease and tooth decay. Like many over-the-counter and prescription medications, diet pills decrease salivary flow, which causes dry mouth and puts you at risk for gum disease, tooth decay, cavities, and discomfort. Oh, let's see. Bottom line, a balanced diet and exercise are the safest way to lose weight and protect your smile. Number 8, teeth grinding. Teeth grinding or bruxism can affect your jaw, cause pain, and even change the appearance of your face. People who have otherwise healthy teeth and gums can clench so often and so hard over time that they wear away their tooth's enamel, causing chipping and sensitivity. Stress and anger can increase nighttime teeth grinding. Finding ways to alleviate these feelings can help, but it's also important to to see your dentist, who can recommend solutions like a custom-fitted night guard. And I make a lot of these night guards. Okay, number 9, candy. Contrary to what Mom said, sugar won't directly rot your teeth, but the acid produced when you eat sugar and carbohydrates can. Naturally occurring bacteria in the mouth devours sugar, creating acids that attack tooth enamel, which can lead to decay and a host of other problems, including gingivitis and cavities. The worst thing you can do is leave sugar lingering on your teeth and gums. Eating any amount of candy and brushing and flossing immediately is actually less damaging than not brushing after eating one piece before bedtime. So, you have to clean it off. It's very, very simple. And at Halloween, I'm not the kind that I don't give out toothbrushes at Halloween. I give out candy because I just tell people, let your kids eat what they want. Don't tell them they can't have this or can't have that, because then you're just going to make them want that more. But just encourage them and teach them to brush afterwards. Okay, it's pretty much that simple. Number 10, puberty. Oops, looks like we're running. Okay, you know what? We'll do one more, then we'll come back. We'll go to a break and come back. Puberty. The hormonal stage that occurs during puberty can cause more than acne. It can also result in swollen gums that are more sensitive to plaque. This can lead to gum infections, gingivitis, and mouth sores. But typically the gums only respond in such manner if hygiene care is poor. Make sure that your teen brushes and flosses daily and sees a dentist regularly. Okay, so we have 10 more of these to get to, but we're going to go to a break right now. So you're listening to The Reasons We Smile with Dr. Kvitko, episode number 486, and we'll be right back.
You can't take me as I am, not just a little bit. I don't know who to be. I'm a paper cup, baby, of the sea. I know you see it too, 'cause you're too much for me.
This is Clark Kellogg. Stay tuned for more of Dr. Kvitko.
Estás escuchando con Dr. Kvitko aquí en su estación favorita.
Hi, my name's Athena. My family and I have been patients of Dr. Kvitko and Associates for over 10 years. We've gone to Dr. Kvitko for numerous reasons, especially cleanings, crowns, and root canals. Since going to Dr. Kvitko, I get compliments every day on how beautiful my smile is, and people always ask me how I get my teeth so white. I used to be afraid of the dentist, but Dr. Kvitko and his staff make you feel very comfortable and relaxed, and I'm not afraid anymore. I would recommend Dr. Kvitko for all your family's dental needs.
Call Dr. Kvitko and Associates today, 614-262-9588.
Hi, I'm Dominique Reichert. Like what you hear? Why not use the show to promote your product or service by becoming a sponsor? Call 614-262-9588 to learn how. That's 614-262-9588. Call now.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kvitko, general dentist and host of the Reasons We Smile radio and roadshow. I've been honored to help several famous people get a perfect smile, like Keith Carlos and Dominique Reigard from America's Next Top Model, and Ted the Golden Voice Williams from right here in Columbus. Isn't it time you had a celebrity smile? It costs less than you might think, and most of the time, it can be done in one visit. A new smile can make a world of difference.
Visit worldsmostinterestingdentist.com for more info about Dr. Kvitko.
I'm Grandpa, and I go to Dr. Kvitko, and I still have all my teeth. Real ones. Where's my glasses?
All right, we're back, and you are listening to The Reasons We Smile. I'm Dr. Kvitko, episode number 486. We are giving you 20 things that could ruin your smile. We've done the first 10, and so now we have 10 more to go. We're going to try to squeeze them in. Boy, we don't have a lot of time, so I guess if I don't get to them, I'll have to bring them to you on another day and time, another show. Okay, but I'm going to try to talk fast. Okay, dry mouth. A dry mouth isn't just unpleasant, it's bad for your teeth. Saliva washes away cavity-causing bacteria and neutralizes harmful acids. Without saliva, you would lose your teeth much faster. It helps prevent tooth decay and other oral health problems. Drink a lot of water, chew sugarless gum, use a fluoride toothpaste or rinse, and consider over-the-counter artificial saliva substitutes. And see your doctor if this is a frequent problem. Dieting. Restrictive diets and poor eating habits can deprive you of the vitamins and nutrients necessary for a beautiful smile. It's especially important to get enough folate, B vitamins, protein, calcium, and vitamin C, all of which are considered essential for healthy teeth and gums. Poor nutrition can affect your entire immune system, increasing your susceptibility to many disorders and infections, including periodontal disease. Hot drinks. Your hot drink habit may be one reason your teeth look a little dingy. Black tea and coffee contain stain-promoting tannins that lodge into the pits and grooves of the teeth enamel, producing a rough stained surface which is sticky and can retain decay-producing bacteria much better. Consume such beverages in moderation, drink more water every day, and add milk to your coffee or tea to help neutralize the acids. Aging. As you age, you're most susceptible to decay near old fillings or root surfaces unprotected by receding gums, but there's no reason you can't keep your teeth for a lifetime. Oral disease, not aging per se, is the danger. Bumping up your fluoride protection is key, and if you have arthritis, there are dental products that can help make brushing and flossing less painful. Seniors who brush regularly with fluoride toothpaste or use fluoride rinses or gels regularly have fewer cavities. 15. Birth control pills. Because oral contraceptives mimic pregnancy, they can also lead to gum inflammation and infections, including gingivitis. Additionally, some studies have shown that women who use birth control pills may have trouble healing after tooth extraction and are twice as likely to develop painful dry sockets where the tooth used to be. If you use birth control pills, it's not a bad idea to discuss their effect with your dentist before major procedures. 16. Not flossing. Although many of us are much more diligent about brushing and flossing, they are equally important. Flossing every day is one of the best things you can do to take care of your teeth. It's the single most important factor in preventing periodontal disease, which affects more than 50% of adults. Flossing helps remove plaque and debris that sticks to your teeth and gums and gives you a brighter smile by polishing the tooth surface, even if it helps control bad breath. And it even helps control bad breath. We have 4 more to go. I only have a couple minutes. I'll name them. We won't have time to read about them. Brushing at the wrong time. Basically, if you've had acidic foods, don't brush right away. Wait an hour because you're going to brush off a little bit of the enamel, which is now softened from the acids. Overzealous whitening. Once you get your teeth to a certain degree of whiteness, they're not going to get any whiter, so just stop. Don't keep doing it. Soft drinks are chock full of sugar, put you at risk for cavities, tooth decay, and gum infections. And the dark colors can stain your teeth, leaving you with a lackluster smile. I recommend drinking soda through a straw, rinsing with water, or chewing sugar-free gum after consumption to neutralize the acids. And I also recommend waiting at least an hour before brushing. Last one, citrus and acidic foods. Although lemons, grapefruits, and citrus juices don't directly cause cavities, like soft drinks, they contain acids which cause erosion of tooth enamel, weaken the tooth, and make it prone to decay. All right, so again, wait to brush about an hour after you've had these products. Okay? I think that's it. We have to sneak that in. Okay, don't forget about the Dentist from the Heart, which is June 9th from 8 until 4. You can call the office at 614-262-9588 to learn more. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. It's at Dr. Kvitko. And if you would please go to my office Facebook page and like us, that would be awesome. Remember that all past episodes, complete with video, are available at thereasonswesmile.com. So be sure to tune in next week and every week right here on your favorite station. Goodbye.
This is Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the hit show on VH1, urging you to tune in next week with my dentist, Dr. Kvitko.
If you're interested in learning more about this and other dental health topics, go to thereasonswesmile.com to access full episodes of Dr. Kvitko's show.
If you'd like Dr. Kvitko, the world's most interesting dentist, to speak at your next event, please call 614-262-9588. That's 614-262-9588, or send an email to speaking@thereasonswesmile.com.
WSNY